Hello, this is Roger Pace. Welcome back and thank you for watching. Today we're going to have a look at an important topic, eye dominance. And there's our intro. We're having a look at eye dominance, very important topic. So, what is eye dominance or cross dominance? Well, here's our gun, and if we're right-handed, with our right eye, we look down our gun, and that's the green line, and we're pointing at the clay. If you're right-handed and left-eyed, and your left eye takes over, then your left eye looks through there and will go to the right. So that's what cross dominance is. But Nora Ross, who's a champion shooter, shoots with one eye. She closes one eye, shoots with one eye. Olympians, they shoot approximately 4,000 plus rounds per week. I read that in an article somewhere. Now I'm sure that if you and I shot 4,000 rounds per week, we'd be pretty good shots too. One Olympian was quoted as saying that he doesn't practice until he gets it right. He practices until he can't get it wrong. So let's have a look. I've had a look at the topic in fair detail, and a vast majority of videos discussing cross dominance have something they want you to buy. Yes, they do. Let's have a look at what they want to sell. There's opaque patches that if you want to block out a bit, if you want to go down with your right eye, there's these opaque patches you can put on your shooting glasses, and then you block out the barrel and the bead. The long sighting beads, they vary in length, and you put them in front of behind your bead of the shotgun, and they stand out a lot, so they're sighting beads. There's a gadget that goes at the back of the gun, yes, at the back of the gun, so that it blocks out your left eye if you're right-eyed, or on the other side, the other way around. There's a bead shifter that goes at the front. You can put it at the muzzle of the gun, and there's got a little bead to the left. So that's a bead shifter. There's shooting glasses with different coloured lenses, and there's magnetic attachments that go on your shooting glasses to block out the eye that you don't want to dominate. So they're all the things that are for sale. But a shotgun is a very forgiving instrument. We shoot a pattern that's about 2 feet wide. So even if we're not on target 100%, we've got a good chance of breaking that clay. Our brain is an incredible, powerful, wonderful machine, and we'll talk about that later on. And as shotgunners, we trust our brain and our eye-hand coordination to do the job for us. So, the good news is, do not worry if you are right-handed and left-eyed, or left-handed and right-eyed, or you have no particular preference with any eye. And so, looking at the stats, approximately a third of the people are left-eyed, a third of the people are right-eyed, and about a third of the people no particular preference. So anyway, let's get to the solution. If you're right-handed, you check your gun mount with your right eye. If you're left-handed, you check your gun mount with your left eye. And we've talked about checking gun mounts with our bead in the trap shooting videos. If you're just starting out shooting, then if you're left-eyed, you shoot left-handed. And if you're right-eyed, you shoot right-handed. That's pretty basic. But switching sides is one of the techniques that's recommended, and I don't agree with it. Switching sides, it's easy to say, hard to do. especially if you've been shooting a number of years. Your muscle memory has built up over all those years, and switching sides is not going to be easy. Those shooters who have switched sides say it helped them. But what I believe, and some others believe, is that when they switched sides, they had to relearn their stance, their gun hold, their gun mount, and this probably led to dropping all the bad habits that they'd learnt over the years. Then they used their experience to learn new good habits, and that's probably why they improved, not switching sides. Test your eye dominance with your gun, not your finger, because you might find that you might be left-eyed and right-handed, but as soon as you put up a gun, your right eye takes over. If you're right-handed, aim at something in the distance. Look down the barrel. Close your left eye. If the gun is not on target, then you're cross-dominant. So you aim at something, you close your left eye. If the gun shifts from the target, you know that you're cross-dominant. You do the opposite if you're left-handed. If you're left-handed, you look down the gun, you close your right eye, and if the gun goes off the target, then you're cross-dominant. But it doesn't matter. There it is, but it does not matter. So what do? We do the basics of proper shooting. We have a proper stance, consistent gun mount. Check the gun mount using the front bead. Never look at the barrels. We've been saying that all along. Never look at the barrels. So why is cross dominance important if, once we've checked our gun mount, we no longer look at the gun, we look at the target. And if we want to hit that clay, all we do is look at the clay all the time. We stare at the target. So then we swing calmly through and follow through, and we keep our cheek on the stock. And we know how important that is. Your brain and eye-hand coordination will do the rest. If I had to recommend any of those things that people want to sell, and I'm not involved with any products at all, the thing that the cheapest that I would have a go at first is the opaque patches you can put on your shooting glasses. But a lot of the articles say that putting an opaque patch is the same as closing one eye. And you don't want to close one eye because we lose the ability to gauge distance and look at the target properly. And so we trust our eye-hand coordination, and that will do the rest, because we never look at the barrels. We look at the target. And so, happy shooting. And by the way, I'm cross-dominant. Subscribe. It costs you nothing. Leave comments. I like receiving comments. I don't get too many, but I do answer all of them if you leave a comment. So I just want to thank you for watching. And once again, happy shooting.